Well, hey folks, Lester here, and I'm at the JL Ranch property. I've just put out some hay for our wonderful horses. Hi, sweetie. Hey there, Rita. And as they walk up and get them a bite to eat, I'm going to go ahead and drive on down and have a visit with the cows. Now, you all know that we've had a low pressure system blow through here. Do not get all that ear stuff going. Don't do all that ear stuff with me, sweetie. You all know that quite the low pressure system blowing in here, and that always is a deterrent. Hey, nope. Oh my gosh. So today is my Friday, and Jamie is back from her out of town trip, and she wants to come over at some point this afternoon. Here, bud. Hey, buddy. She wants to come over and do her own chores here. So I says, you go ahead and come in the afternoon. I'll go this morning and do the morning stuff, check on my cows and whatnot. And she can come in the afternoon and do all of her waters and do all the stuff she does with their hooves. She's at home right now cooking. We have we have quite a few family members coming over to have lunch today. They're going to also bring clothes to wash, take a shower, and do all of the things that they've been missing out on while they've been out of electricity and power. And then we've offered to let anyone who wants to stay in the RV. It's fully functioning. There's water. You have your shower, hot water. You have AC. It has enough room to sleep 6 comfortably. You have a master bedroom. And then both of the front couches turn out into double beds. So it'll hold a family. People have not taken us up on that offer. And I'm guessing it's because they must have saw the RV during Hurricane Beryl. And they are probably terrified to go inside there. That was quite scary, being inside the RV during a hurricane. All right, I see all the cows, or at least most of the cows, over here in the distance. We're going to drive over there first. If I can find my reverse gear. Let's drive over there and check everybody out and see what's going on. Y'all want to come? Just hold on, and we'll be over there momentarily. Baby, don't stand up. So I've been saying for a while that I feel like Dolly might be the first to give us a calf. I was going back and forth. I had picked Gracie there at first, but like you can see Dolly panting right now. Just everyone have a look at her. So there's no calf as of right now, but she is absolutely panting pretty darn good. And the way she was laying there, it could also be a telltale sign that her time is very, very, very near. Also, don't forget our weather. It's a very overcast, even a slightly rainy day. We have partly cloudy skies, a little bit of rain. Look at the panting, y'all. Look, just watch. So that could all be absolutely labor, her going into labor. She's not discharged anything yet that I can see from here, even though you can see where her tail's been swishing back and forth, and that might absolutely be a little bit of discharge right there, that her tail's kind of swishing around. I don't know that to be a fact, but and I'm usually wrong. So if you're thinking that, oh, maybe today, maybe you're right. Let's go on over and see everybody else. Good job there, Dolly. I'm gonna watch out for you, baby. So other prospective moms are in this group right over here. The one with her back to us over here, Marilyn, is one that's also fair due, pretty close, we think. Pearl behind her, the one with the dark nose, is also due. I don't think that there's any, well, we know that Jolene just had her baby, and then this one over here, Santana, that's her calf right over there, so she would not be due. But these two white cows over here, we have a heifer in Maryland. She's never calved before, and then of course Pearl has given us several wonderful babies. So there's two more that have not had calves yet. And then the last one that I'm looking at, I'm just going to kind of walk over and not drive, is Gracie. Gracie is the really beautiful, have wonderful markings over here. Right here with her back to us. And I don't see anything over here with going on with her either. So most of the cows are all laid up. They have all found a nice shady spot to get through the heat of the day, even though the sun is not out right now. When I say partly cloudy, it can be cloudy for a few minutes and all of a sudden the sun comes out and it warms everything up another 20 degrees. So they're smart to lay up during the day. But as far as baby watch, there's nothing as of now. So no babies as of yet. I'll do a quick head count. So I count 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't count. 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 cows over here. Then we have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 15, 16. So they're all here. All right, Prince Willie Joe, in case you're wondering, is over here. He's our only little bull calf over here, the white bull calf. And he belongs to Jolene right there. Look at Sadie. She's so good, and they all trust her. She's going to walk up, make sure everyone's fine, because this is her job, not mine. She goes, Dad, I would have told you had there been babies. You don't have to worry, Dad. I will let you know. First chance, first signs of any baby, I will let you know. And I know that she would. She is so darn good. I just want to check my gate. You know, they had a couple of guys over here recently checking the power lines, and they were going to have to come through my gate to do a few things. But no, so I've been locked back up, so everything's good there. We'll go ahead and make a circle around the long way, see if we spot any deer. I left all of this stuff to grow to allow the deer a place to hide their babies during the day. When moms go off to eat, babies want to stay up and lay up. So you all know I've talked a little bit about this actual pasture right here, this piece of pasture. What we're going to do at some point, no time soon, we're going to wait till it cools off a bit, but we will eventually come out and build us another fence down through here and enclose us a nice pasture where we're going to eventually, more than likely, bring our big birds and our goats. It'll have to be a goat wired fence, tall enough to keep our birds in. There's going to be a lot of shade. But I think the coolest thing about it is once I clean all this mess up over here, I'm going to leave a couple of those stumps. The goats will love those. I'm also going to leave a couple of those culverts. Can you imagine how much fun the goats are going to have going inside the culverts? I'm going to probably stack them side by side by side. I might even put some pine shavings into them. And we're not going to use them. And I've offered them to anyone who wanted one. No one needs any of these big culverts. So what I'll do is just probably stack them all up over here and let the goats live inside them. The goats will also have access to the barn here. This will be a part of the goat barn. I will make it to where the goats have a place to come in and sleep and get out of the cold. Well, we're going to probably have to put a half wall up over here to stop that north wind from blowing. Goats don't like to have wind and rain blowing in on them, so I'll have to do that eventually. But I'm excited about the possibilities of this particular pasture. It's going to be a great help to us because it's so many weeds and trash that grows up through here that the goats will enjoy. The goats could eat that stuff down in a couple of days, I'm sure. And then it will give them plenty of grazing and foraging out across this fence line. So that will be with time. But every time I drive by here and see all these culverts and people ask about them, I know that there's going to come a time when we're going to have a really neat goat pasture with goat playground, which is going to include stumps, some of these very large stumps from the trunk of that tree, along with some really big and fun culverts to play in. So I'm actually looking forward to that happening. So none of those things are going to happen anytime soon. If you're looking for us to move goats over and big birds over, guys, that's not going to happen for a very long time. The only plans that we have to move any animals are, we're going to move our 3 big donkeys from Longhorn Lester's and put them in the pasture with our horses over here. We're also going to be taking this little munchkin donkey over here, Dinky Darrell, and he'll be going back to Longhorn Lester's. But we're going to have to make all of that happen in the next couple of days, maybe a week or so. But we have to do it either in the early morning or the later afternoons so as to try to avoid the heat of the day. Last thing I want to do is walk over and make sure all my cow, the bull water is full. I just turned the water on, and as I can see it right from here, it's dripping, and it's already filled up one trough completely. It's overflowing, and it needs to be put over to the other trough. So, you know that I took off the floats, the automatic water fillers, because Waylon keeps knocking them onto the ground. I can't keep coming over here and finding my water running across the ground. The water bill, it's just, I'm just gonna say the water bill, and I think you kind of know what I mean by that. So having an automatic water filler for the Longhorn bulls is something that's not going to work for us, but I'm here twice a day, and I certainly don't mind coming over here and watching their water. The only thing that scares me, excuse me, I need to try to figure out what I've done over here. The only thing that scares me about the bull pasture is there's no natural water source. And because of that, I always worry about what would happen in a just-in-case scenario. Meaning, Lester gets held up somewhere. Lester has an accident. Lester has a medical emergency. Lester can't get over here. I hope that I've shared this information with enough people, including you all, that you can tell people if for some reason you find out that Lester's not well, you can tell people that they need to come over here and water Lester's bulls, because the bulls would in fact be the only animals that would be at a complete and utter potential for harm by running out of water. All the other animals have a water supply. Can you move up a little bit? I want to come through there. I want to walk right there where you're at, little Gary. Sir, I want to... Oh, you're dirty, Gary. You're so dirty. Gary, all the orange running up. Oh, Gary, you're not even brown. All that orange is running right off of your belly, Gary. How's Gary orange? Gary, you're so orange, sir. All right, so this water trough over here needs to be filled, and then we will be getting out of here. Oh, goodness gracious. Y'all drank a lot of water, sirs. Y'all have had a lot of water. Y'all give me a moment here, please.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.